Welcome to the story of soccer stars. The sun blazed high over the favelas of Rio de Janeiro as 13-year-old Isabella Silva kicked the ball against the crumbling brick wall behind her grandmother S's house. Barefoot, dusty, and full of fire, she played every day like the world was watching because in her heart, people called her Brazil girl, not just because of where she came from, but because she played with the soul of Brazil itself, passion, rhythm, beauty, and defiance. She wasn't allowed to play with the boys on the street at first. They laughed when she asked to join. "Go dance, Isa," they teased. "This is football, not a fashion show." So she trained alone. Morning to night, she juggled the ball across narrow alleys, balanced it on her head while running rooftops, and curved shots into crates and trash cans. She studied Ronaldinho's footwork, Marta's courage, and magic, but her dreams were her own. One day, while the boys argued over teams, the ball rolled to Isabella's feet. Without a word, she flicked it up with her heel, spun, and shot it right into the open crate goal. Silence. Then one of the boys grinned. "Okay, Brazil girl, you're in." From that day, everything changed. She became the heartbeat of the neighborhood games. Her speed, her creativity, her control, they couldn't believe it. But her dreams stretched beyond street corners and rooftop goals. She wanted to play for Brazil, the real one. The green and yellow jersey. The anthem echoing in stadiums, her name in the lights. So when a scout from a youth academy visited their area, Isabella knew it was her chance. The tryouts were brutal. Girls from across the city, many with fancy cleats and private coaches, stared at Isabella's worn clothes and calloused feet. But on the field, none of that mattered. She danced around defenders like they were statues. She curved the ball into the top corner. She played with soul. Afterward, the coach pulled her aside. "Where did you learn to play like that?" Isabella shrugged. "The street, and a wall." He smiled. "Welcome to the academy, Brazil girl." At the academy, life was different. There were rules, training schedules, diets. Isabella struggled at first. She missed her neighborhood, her abuela's cooking, the freedom to play without limits. But every time she felt like giving up, she whispered to herself, "You're not just a girl from the favela. You're a star in the making." Years passed. Isabella rose through the ranks. From local leagues to national youth tournaments, her name began to spread. Reporters called her the new Marta. Coaches called her unstoppable. But to everyone back home, she was still just Brazil girl, the barefoot girl who never gave up. At 17, she was called to the Brazil women's national team. Her debut match was in front of 50,000 fans. The anthem played. She stood, hand over heart, tears in her eyes. Her abuela watched from home, holding a photo of Isabella as a little girl kicking a plastic ball made of tied-up grocery bags. The whistle blew. In the 73rd minute, with the score tied 1-1, Isabella got the ball. She dribbled past one defender, then another. The crowd roared. She faked left, curved right, and shot goal. Brazil wins. Her teammates lifted her into the air. Cameras flashed. Commentators screamed her name. But in her mind, she was still that barefoot girl kicking against the wall. Today, little girls across Brazil write her name on the backs of their shirts. They dream of playing like her, not just with skill, but with soul. And Isabella always reminds them, it doesn't matter where you start. It matters how hard you play. Be proud, be bold, be the next Brazil girl. The end.